Okay, wait a second. Is Selena Gomez really breaking up with Benny Blanco? Because the way the internet is reacting right now, you'd think she already sent out the breakup announcement and called off the wedding. There are viral TikToks, tweets going crazy, fans analyzing everything from their body language to Instagram unfollows, and then these thumbnails plastered all over YouTube. One saying, Selena wants to break up, another calling the wedding a full-blown disaster. And the wildest part, a lot of it lines up. The Teresa drama, Benny's awkward public comments, the wedding stress that's pushing everyone to the edge, and then there's Selena's mental health company falling apart. So yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. Today we're breaking down 10 moments that are making people believe Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco might not make it down the aisle. From behind-the-scenes drama to on-camera awkwardness, we're covering it all. Let's get into it. So this whole breakup buzz really kicked off when Selena unfollowed her longtime best friend, Teresa Marie, on Instagram, which doesn't sound huge until you realize Selena barely uses Instagram. She's not one of those celebs doing random follow-unfollows every day. So when she cut someone off, people notice. Immediately, fans started digging. And what did they find? Teresa had been spotted having lunch with Benny, just the two of them, sitting suspiciously close. And then, rumors came out that Benny might have subscribed to her OF. Yeah, you heard that right. To make it worse, Teresa shared Benny's Sexiest Man Alive People cover on her Instagram story, right after the unfollow. So Selena unfollows her best friend, who's suddenly getting real cozy with her fiance online and in public. That's not a good look. Selena eventually posted a photo dump, including Benny and Teresa, maybe trying to downplay the rumors, but she still hasn't followed Teresa back. That kind of silence says a lot.
Can we talk about all the speculation that's going on right now with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez? A lot of people are starting to say that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco have ended their engagement since Selena Gomez was seen without wearing her engagement ring, going to dinner with a lot of her closest friends, minus one friend who she has now unfollowed from all of her social media. This one friend has been seen hanging around with Benny Blanco, just the two of them, at her apartment and like going out to lunch together, just the two of them. Which, like, when you're planning a wedding and you're getting engaged to someone, like, I don't really see an issue with it, just because it's like, okay, like, what if you wanted to plan like something special for her and was like trying to, like, you know, talk to the closest friends, get everyone's opinion on like what it is. But it is a little sus that we only saw him with one person. But I don't want to speculate as hard as TMZ speculating right now just because she's not wearing her ring. What if it's just getting resized or cleaned? I don't know. But what do you guys think? Let's talk about it.
Next, let's talk about this wedding. Originally, it was supposed to be a beautiful star-studded celebration in Montecito. 3 full days of events, top-tier guest list, luxury, everything. But according to people close to Selena, it's turned into a total mess. She's reportedly micromanaging every single detail. One day the flowers are roses, the next she wants orchids. The seating chart keeps changing. Even her dress fittings have been chaos because she's so booked and her team can't keep up. Selena's trying to make it her dream day, but it's starting to sound more like a nightmare for everyone involved. And then there's the pressure of her guest list. We're talking about celebrities like Taylor Swift, Meryl Streep, Miley Cyrus. That's not just a wedding, that's an event. Coordinating their security and scheduling, that's a job in itself. So you've got this intense pressure, overwhelming emotions, and a timeline that keeps getting pushed. That's the kind of stress that either bonds a couple or breaks them. Now, Benny Blanco. I don't even know where to begin with this man and his unfiltered mouth. He's gone on multiple interviews revealing super personal things about Selena, like saying she used to show up at his house 30 minutes early and just wait in the car until it was time to go on their date, and that he only found out because his home security cameras caught her. He said she asked him out first, that he didn't even know it was a date. He said she said I love you first, and that she got a rash from being so nervous after their first kiss. Like, dude, what are you doing? These stories aren't coming off as sweet anymore. They're making Selena look like she was desperate for him, and fans are not loving it. It's one thing to share funny couple moments. It's another thing to humiliate your fiance on every podcast you do. Here's what really bothers people. Selena Gomez is one of the most powerful women in the world. She's successful, she's rich, she's been in the game for over a decade. So why does it seem like she's the one chasing Benny? She's driving to his place, waiting outside, initiating everything. Benny even called their relationship charity and said she's way out of his league. Like, that's not humility, that's insecurity in disguise. Fans are starting to wonder if there's an unhealthy power dynamic here. Like, Benny's letting Selena do all the emotional lifting while he leans back and calls it love. Now we have to talk about Wondermind. That's the mental health startup Selena co-founded with her mom. It just laid off 60% of its staff. Turns out they're deep in debt. Freelancers haven't been paid. They reportedly owe over $60,000 to a PR firm, and Selena's mom had to take out a loan on her house just to keep the company afloat. This isn't just a failed side project. This was supposed to be Selena's passion. Her brand is built on mental health advocacy. People started asking if she's worth hundreds of millions, why isn't she helping? Then Forbes stepped in and clarified, Selena isn't a billionaire. She's worth around $700 million, but most of that is tied up in rare beauty. She doesn't just have piles of cash lying around. Still, the public perception is rough, and that kind of stress only makes everything else, like her wedding, more complicated. Back to the friendship stuff. Teresa isn't the first friend Selena's distanced herself from recently. There was also Nicola Peltz, who Selena was super close with for a while. They had matching tattoos, went on vacations together, posted all the time. But Selena was absent from Nicola's vow renewal ceremony, and Nicola didn't congratulate Selena on her engagement. Then there's Francia Raisa, the woman who literally gave Selena a kidney, and that friendship also faded. People are starting to notice a pattern. Selena gets close to someone, then suddenly there's silence. Some of it's probably just normal drifting apart. But when you're losing friends left and right and dealing with a messy relationship, it adds up. One of the biggest red flags fans have noticed is how awkward things get when anyone asks Selena and Benny about wedding planning. Selena usually brushes it off, says they're too busy, that they'll get to it eventually. He looks confused, or worse, caught off guard. In one interview, a reporter asked if they'd be getting married in 2025. Selena dodged, Benny stayed quiet. That's not the kind of energy you expect from a couple who's supposedly excited about tying the knot. But then there's this twist. Ed Sheeran, who's close friends with Benny, took a lie detector test and said yes, he's been invited to the wedding. So unless he was totally confused, the wedding is still happening. But just because a wedding is planned doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. If things keep going the way they're going, let's just say it wouldn't be a surprise if we wake up one day to a statement post from Selena's team. Some people think fans are just being too harsh on Benny, that his honesty is refreshing, that he clearly adores Selena, and that he's just a goofy, awkward guy who doesn't think before he speaks. But others say he's constantly crossing the line. He makes Selena look like the one doing all the work, all the chasing, all the loving, and himself like the dude who just got lucky and doesn't care how he comes off. Whether he's a bad partner or just bad at PR, people are over it. So here's the real question. Are Selena and Benny actually breaking up? Right now, no. There hasn't been any official announcement. They're still appearing in each other's posts, and technically, the wedding's still on. But emotionally, something feels off. When you mix messy friendships, awkward interviews, oversharing, business collapses, and a wedding that feels more stressful than special, it's not a recipe for a long-term fairy tale. They could still pull through. But if they don't, we'll all look back and realize the signs were there the whole time. Let me know what you think in the comment. Is Selena just going through a rough patch? Or is this relationship quietly unraveling? Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos, and turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Until then, see you in the next one.